The more brilliant the lightning, the quicker it disappears. Gratitude is the wine for the soul. Go on, get drunk. Don't dismiss the heart, even if it's filled with sorrow. God's treasures are buried in broken hearts. Remembrance of God is to the heart as water is to a fish. See what happens to a fish when it is taken out of water. How strange! You seek guidance, yet you do not tread its path. Surely a boat does not sail on land. If you do good in secret, God will shower his good on you in public. A human being is not a human being while his tendencies include self-indulgence, covetousness, temper, and attacking other people. Only someone sincere recognizes what showing off is. Everyone experiences bouts of jealousy, but the dignified person conceals it, while the vulgar one acts upon it. I looked for God. I went to a temple and I didn't find him there. Then I went to a church and I didn't find him there. Then I went to a mosque and I didn't find him there. Then finally I looked in my heart and there he was. Each of your breaths is a priceless jewel, since each of them is irreplaceable and once gone can never be retrieved. In this life, many demolitions are actually renovations. To admonish your brother in private is to advise him and improve him, but to admonish him publicly is to disgrace and shame him. The value of three things is justly appreciated by all classes of men: youth by the old, health by the diseased, and wealth by the needy. He does not refuse sustenance to the one who speaks ill of him. How then could he refuse sustenance to the one whose soul is overflowing with love for him? The knowledge of anything, since all things have causes, is not acquired or complete unless it is known by its causes. Width of life is more important than length of life. Do not praise your own faith exclusively so that you disbelieve all the rest. If you do this, you will miss much good. Nay, you will miss the whole truth of the matter. God, the omniscient and the omnipresent, cannot be confined to any one creed. I love God. I have no time left in which to hate the devil. Knowledge is the conformity of the object and the intellect. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. We are in truth but pieces on this chessboard of life, which in the end we leave only to drop one by one into the grave of nothingness. Declare your war on 13 enemies you cannot see: egoism, arrogance, conceit, selfishness, greed, lust, intolerance, anger, lying, cheating, gossiping and slandering. If you can master and destroy them, then we'll be ready to fight the enemy you can see. Beyond the rightness or wrongness of things, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Give me a flagon of red wine, a book of verses, a loaf of bread, and a little idleness. If with such store I might sit by thy dear side in some lonely place, I should deem myself happier than a king in his kingdom. A just city should favor justice and the just, hate tyranny and injustice, and give them both their just deserts. Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my own soul, which sometimes helps me and sometimes opposes me. The mere physical man is like the ant crawling on the paper, who observes black lettering and attributes its production to the pen and nothing more. There are no incurable diseases, only the lack of will. There are no worthless herbs, only the lack of knowledge. It's too bad if a heart lacks fire and is deprived of the light of a heart ablaze. The day on which you are without passionate love is the most wasted day of your life. A thief is a man in need, a liar is a man in fear. Beware of confining yourself to a particular belief and denying all else, for much good would elude you. Indeed, the knowledge of reality would elude you. There must be something strangely sacred about salt. It is in our tears and in the sea. Don't be sad because God sends hope in the most desperate moments. Don't forget the heaviest rain comes out of the darkest clouds. And you became like coffee in the deliciousness and the bitterness and the addiction. That whose existence is necessary must necessarily be one essence. Half of disbelief in God in the world is caused by people who make religion look ugly due to their bad conduct and ignorance. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but at what he aspires to. Do not grieve over any joy that has gone forever, for it will return to you in another form. Know that for sure. Do not dispute with anyone in any matter as far as possible, for in argumentation lies much harm, and its evil is greater than its benefit. An eye for an eye, and the whole world would be blind. Your personal nature seeks its paradise. We should not be ashamed to acknowledge truth from whatever source it comes to us, even if it is brought to us by former generations and foreign peoples. For him who seeks the truth, there is nothing of higher value than truth itself. Nothing is harder on the soul than the smell of dreams while they're evaporating. Whoever says that all music is prohibited, let him also claim that the songs of birds are prohibited. Keep me away from the wisdom which does not cry, the philosophy which does not laugh, and the greatness which does not bow before children. If you live, live free or die like the trees standing up. Find the sweetness in your own heart, then you may find the sweetness in every heart. A man of bad character punishes his own soul. Man's nature is made up of 4 elements which produce in him 4 attributes, namely the beastly, the brutal, the satanic, and the divine. In man there is something of the pig, the dog, the devil, and the saint. I learned that every mortal will taste death, but only some will taste life. We suffer from an incurable malady, hope. The way to paradise is an uphill climb, whereas hell is downhill. Hence there is a struggle to get to paradise and not to hell. We carry inside us the wonders we seek outside us. I am in love with no other than myself, and my very separation is my union. I am my beloved and my lover. I am my knight and my maiden. The hypocrite looks for faults. The believer looks for excuses. Be grateful for your life, every detail of it, and your face will come to shine like a sun, and everyone who sees it will be made glad and peaceful. If you see God mighty and magnificent, holding back this world from you, frequently trying you with adversity and tribulation, know that you hold a great status with him. Know that he is dealing with you as he does with his chosen elite, and is watching over you. To disarm a zealot, teach him truth by precept and mildness by example. This visible world is a trace of that invisible one, and the former follows the latter like a shadow. If you're busy with yourself now, you will be busy with yourself then. If you are busy with God now, you will be with him then.